This is the one thing I learned at Ralph Lauren that changed the entire way I look at social media. I'm gonna ungatekeep it for you right now. By the end of this video, you're going to think and look at your next post completely differently. If you don't know me, my name is Brandon. I spent the last decade working in content and social for some of the biggest brands in the world. Ralph Lauren, Squarespace, startups, publicly traded companies. I freelance, I've been in-house. Forbes even named me on their 30 under 30 list. Now I travel and speak on stages all about this stuff. I'm not telling that to you to sound impressive. I'm telling that because everything I share on this channel, I learned by actually doing. This show is called Content to Commas. Every episode is a playbook. No corporate jargon, no hiding value behind a paywall. So let's get into it. This is the #1 question I hear people ask before they post. What should I post today? That is the total wrong question. Or they ask, what time should I post? Should I post a reel or a carousel? How many hashtags? Still the wrong question. None of those questions actually matter if you haven't answered the one question that actually drives results. What do I need this post to do? Not perform, not go viral, not get likes, do. What is the specific job this post is being hired for? Because here's what I learned as a social strategy lead for one of the most iconic brands on the planet. Ralph Lauren has been telling stories through clothing since 1967. Polo alone runs across men's, women's, kids, polo sport. When you walk into a factory store, it's polo. When you're watching the opening ceremony at the Olympics, Team USA, they're dripped out in polo. A brand does not build cultural weight like that by posting randomly and hoping that it sticks. Every, and I mean every piece of content had a purpose, a role. And when I started applying that same line of thinking to every account I touched, everything changed. I want to teach you a framework that I've literally used for brand launches, product drops, even creator campaigns. It's called journey aligned content. The idea is simple. Before you post anything, decide what that post is for. Not what it's about, what it's for. When you map your content on where your audience is in the journey with you, every post does exactly what you need it to do. There are 3 phases I'm gonna walk you through, and let's just say we're working with like a product launch, like a soda, a tech product, like something real that has a real launch moment attached to it. Phase 1. 2 weeks before you announce anything, and I mean anything, you are not selling, you're teasing. You're doing one thing, training the algorithm to trust this account. Here's what that matters. The algorithm watches people interact with your content. If someone scrolls past it without engaging, the platform takes notes. It starts serving your content to fewer people. But if people are stopping, tapping, commenting, the algorithm reads that as this account is worth sharing. In this phase, every post has one job: get engagement. That is it. It doesn't need to be related to your launch. It can be a crossword puzzle. It can be a this or that post. It can be a video people can't help but reply to in the comments. The content doesn't matter as much as the behavior that it triggers. I call this phase building favoritism with the algorithm. You're not trying to sell anything yet. You are warming up the room, so when you do make your announcement, the algorithm's already pointing it to people in your direction. Phase 2. In this phase, every post has one job: get saves and shares. You want people interacting in a way that signals, I want to come back to this, or someone else has to see this. Now think about the content that you engage with that automatically does this. A post that's like a teaser or has curiosity, the products have cut off, you have to zoom in. Maybe it's a meme and the punchline is so good you have to send it to someone. Anything that gets someone to tap, zoom, or send, that is the goal. You're not explaining your product yet. You're not listing product features. You are creating curiosity. And you're doing it while the algorithm's already primed from phase 1 to show your stuff to more people. Nothing in this rollout phase is asking for a sale, not a single post, and that's intentional. You are building the biggest possible audience for when that moment actually matters. Phase 3, now you announce. And even in this phase, every post has a different role. Some posts are built to drive comments. Maybe you're giving people exclusive early access, and if they drop a specific word in the comments, you'll share it. This is where I generally recommend a tool like ManyChat. It's what I use when I point clients towards. When someone comments that trigger word, ManyChat automatically sends them a DM with a link, the offer, or whatever it is you are delivering. It handles all the heavy lifting so you're not manually replying to hundreds and hundreds of comments. There's a link in the description for 30% off for 3 months. And this video is not sponsored in any way. I generally use the tool and is what I recommend, and affiliate links generally help support the channel. Other posts in this phase are built purely for conversion. You want to lead people to the offer or the benefit or the reason why they should buy right now. But notice, that's not post 1. It's not even post 5. It is after you spent 2 weeks warming up the algorithm, building curiosity, growing your audience so when they see this, now you ask. Every post, one job. The whole sequence adds up to something most brands never build. A content strategy that actually moves people. At Ralph, we thought our go-to-market strategy is different. Every post, from a carousel to a reel to a single image post to a story, played a different role in this larger strategy. Here's the thing most people are going to miss about this entire thing. It's not really about the algorithm. It's not about engagement rates or saves or an individual metric. It's about the fact that your audience is on this journey with you. They go from not knowing you exist or not engaging with your account to noticing you, trusting you, and then buying from you. And content that ignores where someone is on the journey doesn't just underperform. It actively breaks trust. When every single post is trying to engage and grow the account and sell and get comments and shares and saves, is doing none of those really, really well. But when every post is doing exactly the right job at exactly the right moment, the audience does not feel marketed to. And that's what Ralph Lauren understood. That's why the best brand campaigns I've ever touched had one thing in common: journey-aligned content built into our strategy. So before your next post, before you open the app, before you pick a format, answer one question for me. What is the one job this post is being hired to do? Build engagement, build anticipation, drive action, but pick one. Then every decision you make, from the format, copy, visuals, CTA, are in service to that one job. If you want a starting framework, map it out in 3 phases. Engagement first, anticipation second, action third. You don't need a massive content team to do this either. You need a clear role for every post before it goes live. That's a playbook. Every post needs a role, not a resume. If you found this helpful, this is exactly what this channel is built for. Every episode of Content to Commas is a playbook just like this one. Frameworks I've used in my real business and on brands, broken down in a way where you can apply them to your content. Hit subscribe if you want more, and I'll see you in the next one.